Look how somebody done attack me here tonight.
Aye.
Marudi Prasad said, "Don't say that. Randy is my nephew-in-law. Auntie married who your dad? Auntie who for your family married? Please, if you go real married the person, he could be late for your wedding, Auntie. Listen, Auntie, you call Randy and tell him I say, whenever he plan to get married, he will be late for his wedding. Yes."
That's right. We said it right here. Randy will be late for your wedding. Somehow
Ain't no doubt about that.
he find a way for Trippy Silver. Me don't know how that
Yes,
might stand like that.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So of course, Riaz, we're gonna kick off today's program. We're about 12 minutes into it, and first of all, Riaz, I know you got some sponsors. You want to give a quick, couple of shout outs to some of your folks.
I'll just say hi to the friends at KFC. You know, they're always finger licking good. We've have a new branch up and running, so big ups to the guys there up on the East Bank. And if you're thinking about a gym to work out in Guyana, join me at Fitness 53. Big ups to those guys who are always supporting us in all our ventures at the end of the day.
Absolutely. And is it true? Me not call name unless you ask me to. But somebody say that nowadays that if you want one girl, you just gotta buy them KFC.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
this is raw, so we can say anything here right now.
you know what happen? Them girl get expensive now. Them girl want ice cream and so now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stone Cold. Stone Cold.
Yeah. And listen. Them girl no want them regular ice cream. They want them igloo thing and so. Them girl want Haagen-Dazs, them foreign things. So
Did you say
pressure in me
Haagen-Dazs or
pocket.
Haagen-Dazs?
Haagen-Dazs, man, look them same thing. Them fancy America ice cream with them chips and so inside and what yeah. One girl sent me one ice cream picture earlier today and he looked like one of them fancy ice cream.
What?
Let me just make a
All
couple
right,
quick
Alan, go
shout-outs.
ahead. Go to you.
We got some of the artists in them that are locked in. Large up Shaman D, that's in from New York. Vishan Mohammed. We got the management for Nishad Meru. Vishma is locked in. That's just what I'm seeing here.
Hold on. Vishma, that I'm waiting 1 month now for the first Nishard M song after birthday. Huh? How is she there now?
You're not the only one waiting on the song.
Vishma, I am waiting. Nishard birthday came. Me sure he stick the cake. Me sure he eat the cake. But we still not get no song. Vishma.
Let's see.
We waiting.
Thank you to our artists and them. And this is one of the main things in regards to this. We want more and more artists to definitely lock into the show, to lock into the program, because what we're doing here pretty much mainly reaches out to them, right? Not just so we want our fans and them to listen and to be able to vote and these different kind of things. But what we're doing, it mainly hits home for artists and production and studios and so forth.
And like we've mentioned, it may sound critical at the beginning, but we will also try to find a solution for you, because all that we want to do is better the industry. And in some case, to better the industry, we have to weather the storm before we could get better. And too many persons have an ego, that's one, and they can't seem to handle criticism. And you could only handle criticism to get better. Now, I've said this at the beginning, I am not the best, and I stand not to be the best either. I've never said that. Everything that we will do, and I say we, I'll speak for Ocean and Alan, that we will try our best every day. That's what we're going to plan to do.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Correct. Absolutely right, Riaz. And and you know what? Like you said, we are not the best, but we have a perspective. And let me say this. Without mentioning Riaz's age, he has been here
I like the piece. You can be wrong with that.
for multiple decades. Decades. And so is Alan, right? And Alan,
minus
of
child.
course.
I older than
Minus-
dirt, unlike Riaz.
minus the childhood days as well too. All right, good.
That's right. So of course, lots of experiences in the industry, and we can certainly share a good perspective, right? So with that being said, Riaz,
Definitely.
what topic are we kicking off with today? First
All
thing
right.
on the list.
On the list today is a topic that is very debatable, very controversial, especially more to Guyana. It is now hit yesterday that the mayor of New York City has made it. Did it go as a law, Roche, or is it mandatory, or is it a law?
It's actually the
For
governor. Wasn't it the governor from New York?
the governor,
It's
the
a New York
governor.
statewide thing. Yes.
New York State law is that the governor has made it mandatory for you to present your ID card and COVID card with a double shot to gyms, restaurants, bars to enter. Now, why I said this has hit home in Guyana, um, it has just become a mandatory thing. I'm seeing more and more ministries have started to do that. The Ministry of Housing in Guyana has said that if you don't have the two, then you'll have to book an appointment and toe a line and wait. Government ministries in Guyana is telling you have to do that. I saw a few restaurants have already implemented this in Guyana that you have. I could call their names. I saw a few shared flyers out that you have to get your ID card, COVID shot card to go in. I also saw the Ministry of Health telling you that forgery and a whole lot of stuff you could get up to 3 years, pay a huge.
Ray just froze there for a second. But I also believe in Guyana. Hopefully, we get him back one sec. But and he'll be able to let us know. But I believe for the cricket matches that just recently transpired, you had to be vaccinated in order to attend the matches. So I think that was one of the things that was there. So as Roshan knows, and unfortunately, Rayaz got a little buffering issue that's going on. What transpired this weekend, Saturday, was probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, chutney show that just happened, where myself, I've been telling artists that we were going to use this weekend gone to gauge chutney music and how it's going to be recepted and received and how shows are going to go forward and stuff like that. And we had 4,000 people bought tickets to attend this event. And the magnitude of the event would just chutney artists alone, Terry Godraj, Raymond Ramnarayan, Ravi B, Shakti Strings Band featuring, led by Avinash Rupchan, featuring Vikati Singh, Tony Cutts, Emily Wong, as well as Prince JP. I don't think I forgot anybody. Did I forget anybody, Ro? I think I mentioned everybody correctly, right?
Yeah, I think that's.
Oh, and then DJ Anna, right? But this was a chutney show, a pure chutney show, where it was not used that other artists were brought in, a soca artist or a Marshall Montano or whatever. The crowd was a show of that magnitude. Look at the great show that Abby Tunes, Guyana Tunes, Save Abby that's put together. Never hit numbers in the 4,000. We've had Raymond, we've had 60 plus artists and them performing for fundraisers and stuff like that. Where 1,000 of, I think 1,500 was probably one of the best shows, right? Maybe.
Yeah, no, I mean we've got so when we've done show like Golden Terrace, we've jam packed that place. Amzura, we've jam packed it before as well. But the thing is, we've seen that place fill up before, but now it's different. We're in a pandemic situation where we thought we would have come out of the pandemic in the end of 2020, but now we're in 2021 and we got a Delta variant that's out.
Now, many factors are playing into this right now, and the people came out in their numbers, came out in 4,000. Ray, you there? You can hear us?
Yeah, I've been hearing you all the time actually because I turned the volume up on my other device. So
okay.
I've heard you make the mention. I don't know what happened to the.
Right. So we had the 4,000 that showed up for chutney music, so it was a good thing. Ray, am I correct in saying that for the Guyana, the cricket matches that happened in Guyana, you had to be vaccinated to attend? Is that correct?
you had to be fully vaccinated,
Fully vaccinated, right?
show your ID card and vaccination card, and enter the national stadium. Now that is a direction that I honestly support, because I was making the point that when I got cut off, it's that more and more restaurants have started to do it in Guyana. We've seen a big step to the to New York area. I'm very sure that other restaurants will do it, other mall area, other malls, together with to gyms, because I think we all need to be in a safe environment, and it's one way to be in a safe environment. Because if we all do it, and some persons may love to disagree with what I'm saying, but I think it is the way forward, to be vaccinated, so that we all could get back some normalcy. For instance, the cricket, we were told, because I was the MC, and I was told from authorities, do the social distance, keep your mask if you want more cricket, and sports in Guyana. Very soon we will return to motor racing under that formula, right? And I'm sure other disciplines will use the cricket formula to move forward. We need to understand that we're in a pandemic. We need to understand that life can't just pause. We need to be an adult, and we need to act sensibly at the end of the day.
Ray, how many tickets were they only allowing to sell for the
They were
event?
only allowing 40%. But however, myself and a few of the entertainers that were there, we were actually disappointed in the crowd. Despite there were 2 rain days, we were very disappointed in the crowd. Like how the three of us, was gauging that New York concert to see what was going to happen and what's the direction of concert and events for the rest of summer. Well, it has proven that it's going to be a successful summer for events,
Oh yeah.
given given that formula that happened. However, for cricket, we did not get nowhere close to capacity of 40%. And honestly, I was disappointed, because this was the first time officially you were given an opportunity to come out and to be on the outside.
But I think the difference, Ray, is the fact that in Guyana, that unlike New York, the culture was starving in New York, right? We did not have international artists coming across. We did not have shows or events or anything like that. I mean, Guyana, you still had your cultural events where people are hitting the
Yeah,
stage, where the 55th Independence,
virtually.
right?
But
Virtual stuff.
we didn't had cricket in almost 2 years.
Oh,
We
that
missed the
I don't
entire
understand about the cricket. Maybe the
we
team, I don't
we
know.
we missed an entire CPL.
Yes.
That was that, and we were getting into almost knitting into way over a year and a half. The new government is in a year now, so prior to that would have been CPL. So we're about a year and a half of actual cricket, but for West Indies to play at the national stadium, it's been more than 2 years.
But
So
yeah, I'm
I
a
was a bit
I'm a
disappointed.
cricket nut. I would be there. Actually, I know some friends of mine that flew from Florida,
Well,
went
I
to
saw some
Guyana.
I saw some huge Trini flags in the stadium. So
Yeah,
maybe that was one of your
that was
friends.
probably Vash because he walks with his big cricket, his
Yes,
big Trini flag. So
I
it
well,
probably was Vash. And
probably.
so one of the things that what you're talking about, because I had artists in them who've reached out to me, not our premier type artists, right? We have our top tiers and stuff like that, but we have our other artists in them that are putting out good music and good content and stuff. And one of the things that they had asked me about was, they want to come across into the States, stay here for a few months, try to get some gigs and this, that, and the next thing. And I told them, I said, listen, after July 31st, ask me that question because we don't know how it's being received, right? Because New York is a mecca for our music. You have New York, you have Florida. Unfortunately, Canada is not ready yet, right? But pretty much shows in them are happen.
Canada, yeah, tough though.
Well, yeah,
Real tough over there. Hey,
Yeah, but here now, here's a quick something, right? So places like Saint Martin, for example, right?
you're right.
They have a rule that
where
you
you're
have
heading
to
on
be
September 8th.
vaccinated, and it doesn't have to be. You can, they're doing the mixed vaccination, right? So you could do one
Yeah.
Moderna, one Pfizer, right?
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter, but as long as you have both shots and
Uh-huh.
also the rapid tests.
Yeah.
So it's not like I think Canada was they're doing, if you're vaccinated, you're allowed to
Brother,
to
brother
No, you
Canada,
have to be
return.
brother
fully
Canada is
vaccinated,
tough.
but they're not accepting.
Canada, brother Canada is tough. They ain't accepting no aliens in the country right now. Canadians,
Yeah.
they ain't accepting no aliens. And when I say the word alien, I mean they ain't accepting no visitors visa. Yeah, tough by hey. Yeah, Canadians take a big up and
I
stay
hear
home without
I
we.
hear God showed up by the bar and they asked God if he vaccinated.
I get a feeling they would do that.
Yeah.
Canada, y'all take a big up, but here, we miss y'all. We love y'all, but y'all real hard, man. More than brick from people. Gee.
Yeah. So one of the things I had told these artists and them, we have to wait. We don't know what the reception is going to be like, and I gotta congratulate Sanjay Mirage Events because
Take a
really and
big risk.
truly, it
I
was
yeah.
successful. It was highly successful with a lot of work from a lot of people, promoting it and things like that.
I don't know the guy personally. Actually, I met him one night, and it was a noisy Elevate night. So it
Well,
was not much words was exchanged. But I compliment him for taking that bold move. Such a big cast, to test the return of New Yorkers. So New
Yeah.
Yorkers, yeah,
yes.
take a blasted big up, yeah, Miss
Well,
Jane.
Riaz, something, and we've talked about this before, right? The three of us. Um, we have been in events, and all of us, and it was like a one of those race to see who's gonna start the first event,
Yeah.
Yep,
and
yep.
because we know for a fact that the minute that the doors are open, people are gonna come out, right? But like Alan said, right, when people come out, what do you do?
Party.
And look, I could tell you the capacity of that building is not 4,000. The legal capacity, sorry, is not
Right.
4,000. But the fact that you have 4,000 people in there is a whole different story. Because I
This
think
is-
I think
this is-
those high
they
top
did
chairs
come
gone
out.
after a while.
Yeah, they did come out. They couldn't wait to dance in the videos and the reception and everything like that, looking for the next event. And then as soon as after you have an event like this, boom, New York comes and says, "Here's what, guys: entertainment areas, bars, restaurants, whatever. Vaccination mandatory. You must be fully vaccinated, mandatory." So what is that going to do to the music industry now when artists are being able to come abroad now, work permits are being obtained, promoters and them was looking to try to do shows in those areas, and now everything's going to get put to a back burner.
Correct. So we got a poll going on the chat right now, and the poll basically said, should people have the vaccine cards or the vaccine cards plus the rapid tests? So let's take a quick second on that, right? If you
All
take
right.
if you take the vaccine now, the vaccine itself, we have seen cases where people who got the vaccine and got sick, or
Yeah,
I
and
mean, look, it's not
it's
a whole lot, but the
it's
Yeah, it's
possibility.
not going to prevent you from getting sick. It's not going to prevent you from getting the. It's not
get
going to
COVID.
prevent you from getting COVID. It helps you. It's just like the flu shot. The flu shot
Yeah.
doesn't prevent you from getting the flu, but the severe symptoms doesn't affect you. One of the things, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a certified COVID-19 contact tracer. I keep up with this information, what's going on with CDC and stuff like that. So, right,
Oh,
the shot is not going to prevent you, but it definitely people who are high risk, underlying conditions and stuff like that is going to prevent you. In case you get it, it might not. It's not going to do as much damage. Is nothing is foolproof in anything in regards to
yeah.
science and medicine.
And
You know.
and a lot of people is saying because of that, they don't want to take it. They prefer stand and take the risk. Now, I'm gonna be raw with you. Y'all head just hard and y'all just blunt if y'all think in that direction. And like I said, some people gonna like what I'm gonna say, and some people is gonna don't. But I'm gonna give you it raw as it is. You
Mhm.
know, you need to. If you go every year to take a flu shot, why are you taking the flu shot?
And the flu shot is the flu. That's what they're giving you. So the
Good,
same thing with this
good.
COVID shot
Exactly. You're
is the
taking the
COVID.
flu. You're taking the flu shot to prevent yourself from not dunging for an entire week, or getting that terrible cold altogether. But yet, you don't want to take the COVID shot because it's preventing you. Nevertheless, I never take a flu shot.
Well,
But
let me. I'm going to play devil advocate to your side, Ray,
yeah,
because I have not gotten the vaccine. I'm not looking to get the vaccine, and the reason why I haven't gotten the vaccine yet is because my wife's family's history of blood clots and things of that nature. So the two of us is the ones that live in the house. So you can't just have one that have it and the next one doesn't have it. Doesn't make any sense. But the thing is, in regards to that, to me personally, and I encourage people because anybody asks me about the vaccine, I have the website you can go to. You can choose to get your Pfizer. I've given you all your information that you need. But personally, myself, there's not enough data to put my wife at jeopardy for that. That's how I look at it. For my sake, on my side, I do my testing. I went and got tested today. I get tested every week. I wear my mask. I do all my stuff. I probably have more sanitizer in my car than I probably have gasoline. You understand? So
Imran,
these are the things that I do personally, not like everybody else that, it says, oh, you don't have to wear no mask. I'm wearing my mask, buddy, when I'm walking in. And there's some
yeah.
people, mask is not mandatory, but that's not me. And
Imran Ahmad says that I never took the flu shot, but I got vaccinated. Imran, I never took a flu shot. At
right.
least I can't recall taking a flu shot. But flu season is not like how it is in the
With
U.S.
this, right.
All
Yeah, this
right.
is different.
Flu season is not like how it is in the US. Listen, if we got a cold today, listen, some fever grass tea and we good to go. Or probably, in my case, if I get a side horse throat, 2 strepsils or 2 fisherman or 2 Terraflu, and I am
And
back
you're back on top.
as it is. Yeah, right.
But
I'm
here,
back at it. But
Riaz, if you wear, think of it this way. It's pretty simple. If you wear your mask, imagine how much mint you save on.
our next story again. So
But
yeah, but
Ray can't afford to wear his mask because them girls want to take other pictures and stuff like that. So
yeah.
he
I
can't.
went to New York. I wear limited mask though. I was whiling. I was a whiler.
Yeah, yeah. You've been a gallivant.
Large every girl cherish her on the inside. So there you
Eric,
go.
what is Imran is telling me? Hey, hey, if receiving the vaccine compromises your health, then take safety precautions. Yes, I agree with Imran on that.
Which is what we're doing. Myself and my wife, we do that. As you guys know, she works in the aviation field. She's around all kinds of people. She doubles up on her mask, wears her gloves, all these different kind of things. So, but we don't discourage anyone from doing what's right for them. Our
No, Debbie.
situation currently is we're going to wait because I'm not going to put my wife at jeopardy for that. I just got married. I don't want to lose her yet for the life insurance. I'm not waiting for that yet.
Okay, Debbie, Debbie Gani, let me just correct you. Guyana have a flu shot, yes, but it is just that, like how you have different season, spring, winter, what's not. In Guyana is rain or sun 24/7, so that is why you wouldn't have a particular time of the year when you go for a flu shot. But yes, the ministry do have a flu shot if it's so needed altogether. I do quite a lot of I work for the Ministry of Health. So I would know a thing or two, just to clear that up for you. But that's the direction that we're heading right now, though. It's that if we don't get the vaccine and we can't get into some of the government ministries immediately as a walk-in Guyana. I've seen a few of the restaurants. I've saw some restaurant authority through the government, through the Ministry of Tourism, who was doing some checks and specifying how many persons could be in a restaurant with the capacity wise. They've made a statement release calling on restaurant owners and bar owners to follow this protocol as well. Some persons in society is a bit upset at home, and some persons adhering or welcome the suggestion. The thing is, do you welcome it or you don't welcome it? What's the way forward on this?
Let's go to the question that I had raised, right? What do you think now with this stipulation? Let me go to Ro first then. What do you think is going to happen with the music industry now, especially our chutney soca, when we're going to put in the stipulation that you have to be fully vaccinated?
Well, I think that's a big thing because a lot of people, who have not been vaccinated, obviously people have a reason why, right? So now you will have a choice to choose. You want to go, go out and entertain, go to a show, you have to get vaccinated. Now, the reason why I say that is like I have a dilemma, right? My dilemma is that, in September, we're going to be in St. Martin for our annual event. Now, St. Martin will not allow anyone in the country unless you're fully vaccinated. And I certainly did not take mine, but, like Alan, I don't go anywhere unless I do my tests. I make sure I get my tests. And I have 15 masks, so, there's always one in my back pocket. All right.
One that's embroidered now too. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. I got the one hanging around my neck. So yeah, we are taking precaution. Plus they are, things that I'm taking. So now, but get back to what Alan just said. Now you're going to come down to a choice of, some of the restaurants are now being asked to check for vaccinated individuals before they even enter the restaurant. So I think the restaurants them are going to take a hit as well right now.
Yeah, how are they going to police this? Who's going to check this? You understand? Like if they go, like for instance, Amazura is looking to have a show on the 29th. Ki in the band is going to Amazura. Boovy's doing Sanjay's doing another show, right? So far, the only people listed on cast is Ki in the band. Is 4,000 people going to go out there, or is it going to be 100 or 200 now? And then if that 100 and 200 go out there, who is checking this now? So to me, this is definitely, besides the health factor, which I commend, don't get me wrong on that part. But now, one, you're talking about this is going to limit the attendance for these events now.
Yes, it brings us back to almost where we were 1 year ago.
Correct.
Yeah, correct. This is right, because there was no vaccine back then. The vaccine only came out in December.
It brings us back to almost there.
So
let
me, our girl, the little Mighty Mouse herself, Cherish Raghunanan, is on Cherish R. She says, guys, as you know, both my parents are frontliners. I have underlying health conditions, and yes, we are all fully vaccinated. We got side effects, but we are okay. Please consult with your doctor and make the attempt to get vaccinated, which I totally agree. And even when myself and Amelia just a couple of weeks ago went to her doctor for a checkup, and he asked us, he's like, yo, you guys want a vaccine? I can give it to you guys right now, first shot right now. You're right here. Let's do it. And then when I told him, I reminded him again, he goes, oh, yeah, I totally understand. Let's wait and see what happens, because our game plan is January and February, depending on the statistics that's out there. That's what we're looking at. 1 year of hard data gives us a better thing. And Cherish is upset with you because she's like, wait, Ro's not taking me to St. Martin? My feelings is hurt now.
Well, she's a side effect from their parents. She was born.
Cherish, don't catch feelings. Cherish, no catching feelings. Some banks are even testing people upon entrance. Imran, I'd like to elaborate more. What do you mean testing? They're testing their temperature, because the temperature gun has been set up pretty much at all stores all over now.
Yeah,
so
if they're doing...
I'm not sure if it's that. I think all promoters and performers should put a halt on the show until vaccination rate improves. Just my thought. The words of Imran Ahmad in New York.
We got DJ Fest is like, vaccination is a must, especially if you have young kids. Salam alaikum to my brother Shabir. This says the reason we are back to where we are is because people are hard-headed. Because and I agree with the hard-headed, because if you're not vaccinated, well, you see, the thing is, even if you're vaccinated, you can still have the COVID. You can still be positive for COVID. But you need to take the necessary precautions. I see no reason why somebody should not be wearing their mask if they're walking down the road. Somebody should not be wearing their mask if they're in a closed confinement. If you feel like you have possible symptoms and things like that, wear your mask. Do your different things.
You guys, I get messages from 2 young ladies. Them said them come buy them own ice cream.
Look at that. There you go. So but are they going to buy for you?
Well, this is my next question. So the 2 ladies, will you buy the ice cream for me as well?
No,
checking my WhatsApp.
So here's the thing. I have another perspective of this, right? Now, and Alan knows this very well. The rapid tests, the rapid PCR tests, which you're allowed to take, and for traveling, right? Now, you're in the airport. or the restaurant, and you can social distance 6 feet apart. When you're at the airport, 6 feet apart. But when you get in the plane, you're 3 feet.
Not.
You're 3 feet apart, right? But you're allowed to take the rapid PCR tests, and they ask you in the plane to wear your masks. Now, why can't you do that on the street as well? The same
Exactly.
thing.
You sit on a plane flight for 3 hours, you understand, or whatever.
Correct.
I just had to do that yesterday. You understand? 3 hours on a plane actually was a little delayed and stuff like that. You could only take off your mask just to eat something really quick, and that's that. Or drink something, but you have to put it back on. And they come up to you and they're like, listen, please put back on your mask. There's federal laws, federal guidelines. Exactly. Why can't those same things be put into place there?
Correct. So, and the Alan, how long does it take for one of the rapid PCR tests?
It all depends on the test. And as you know, one of the companies that I work with, they do the instant test that within 10 minutes, you're going to get the result back. And that's something that if promoters really want to do this and whatever like that, I could help facilitate them in obtaining these instant tests, right? That we could be able to have, you know what, you only do tickets, no tickets at the door. Tickets can only be bought in advance. If you know you have 500 people that's coming to your event or 1,000 people that's coming to your event, you have 1,000 tests. You take your tests, have a little waiting area, do it in stages like that, and test people. If you test positive, unfortunately, you need to go home, because there is a restaurant in New York. There's a couple of them that use this test. That they have a waiting area and stuff like that. Within 15 minutes, they're going to tell you, yes, you can come in and dine, or no, please go get tested and so forth, that you tested positive. It could be false, it could be not, or whatever the case may be, but at least it gives them the opportunity of knowing if something's going on with them or not.
Correct. Now, Alan, I love that we touched on that part there. So there is an oximeter, and promoters who are holding events can buy an oximeter, and it's basically you put $30. If you have a venue that has thousands of people, get an oximeter. It's like $30 for one, and all you do is put them on their finger. Within a few seconds, you're gonna get their oxygen intake, outtake level, and you're gonna get their temperature. So now, right away, you know if that person is healthy. And like you said, Alan, you know, if you have a long line, then create a buffer and do their rapid test right there. Come 10 minutes early. Safety is better, right? It's better to be safe. Do your test.
A question.
Sorry to boss. I listened to y'all all the time while I was on the phone, but sorry to boss, both you and Alan bubble. Dying happening.
They're not buying you the
well, there's a lot of things happening, Riaz. There's a lot of things happening.
It will happen. Them people gonna stay there home, and they might invite. They're gonna stay home and invite Randy and Itasa group to come sing by them.
Well, there you go. So now the number's gonna go down. They stay home.
So Tasha asked a question. Well, I don't mean to cut you, Ray, but so Tasha's like, how reliable is the rapid test compared to the other tests? The rapid test is 98%, 97% due to the fact that it's like you know how you do the diabetes test? You do the little chook on the finger, take the blood sample, and put it in. That's the test that I know about. There's other tests that's out there, but the plasma test is a 97% accuracy. So that's the difference with that.
So, guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're just debating this topic here today, so we give you an idea as to what R.A.W will be about. We might just pick something, song, artist, how to better themselves
for next week. We don't want to tackle that today, all right?
Yeah, we didn't want to tackle that today before people start pelting weapon early, but we can get pelt. I can tell you this: we can get pelt. But
all right, so Alan, I'm gonna give to you and Riaz to talk in the meantime, and let me call on a little fire.
Okay, well, we got a Bachi Warrior. Says Reyes, I don't see that happening either. And I agree. I don't see people coming to a venue and want to get tested and things like that. But here's the difference between our West Indian people compared to the American people in them, because American people fall in line in regards to some of these things. There's some venues and stuff that have already put it in place that you need to be vaccinated or do a test or do whatever. and they don't have any hesitation. But our people in them
Yes, and
always
this is not.
have something to say and something to do, and not in the positive manner, but always that resistance type thing.
Yeah, because you see, it's been a rushed culture, and we all has play guilty on this, right? We all want to be back on the outside. Don't get me wrong. We would love for life to be how it was. It is a slowdown. It is a slowdown. But it's going to be a tough thing to swallow. Someone was asking me, "Yes, can you say the travel requirements for Guyana?" Debbie Gani, the travel requirements for Guyana. You come in with a negative PCR test for 72 hours, valid for 72 hours. It must be valid 72 hours upon landing in Guyana. And you enter as it is a negative PCR test. There has not been a mandatory vaccination that you have to be fully vaccinated to come into Guyana. That's it. A negative PCR test. You will have to toe the rope and wear your masks and your sanitize and your social distance. These are things that you've gained accustomed to. But to get into Guyana, a negative COVID-19 test, a negative PCR test, a
I was
negative
just gonna say it has
PCR
to be
test.
PCR, not
It had
antigen.
not antigen. It must be a PCR test. I've known persons who have been turned back at the airport with an antigen test to come into Guyana, and turn back at the airport, meaning turn back at the port of exit. So where you're coming from, whether you're coming from Canada, which is a tough call, or you're coming from the US, you'll be checked there before getting into Guyana. That's all. That's the only requirement altogether.
And just to let you guys know, in regards to Trinidad, those of them that are locked in from Trinidad, to go into Trinidad with the limited amount of flights that they have available, you have to be, if you're a Trinidad national and you're not vaccinated, you have to pay for the 2-week quarantine, mandatory before you go in. If you are a non-national Trinidadian, or a citizen of a different country, you will not be allowed into the country of Trinidad and Tobago if you are not fully vaccinated. And if you are fully vaccinated, you do not have to do the 2-week quarantine. You will be able to go into Trinidad, but all the aspects of going in must have a 72-hour prior PCR test that is negative.
Guyana was similar in that in the early stages when you had to apply to get into Guyana, you had to apply to airport authorities and so forth. But we've gone past that stage. We're just at a negative PCR test within 72 hours valid to get into the venue. So Raw is going to be like this. We both going the three of us is gonna back and forth with each other. We may disagree and we may agree. But that does not change our relationship at the end of the day.
No.
We will also try to better the industry by being critical, but yet bringing up solutions as it is. Some persons may take offense, but it's not a personal attack. We're not setting out this for no personal attack, no vendettas or anything of that sort. We'll be as raw as it is. I will be straight up and raw to Imran Ahmad and tell you that he's a clown for quitting MCN.
I tell
Yeah,
him,
you know, he wastes this time by going on some other venture that I don't know. Imran, you could be vexed with me right now. You could swell your mouth up. You could put your bow tie on and sit and look at me. But Imran, I think you should reconsider that. You were talking about this, I recall, about 3 to 4 years ago, and I told you don't do it. And I'm sure Roshan will echo the same sentiments with me when I tell Imran Ahmad that Imran, you're wasting time for hanging up your gloves as an MC. Imran, if you're vexed with me, then there's you problem, Imran. Yes, that's
Now-
for Imran Ahmad in New York.
Now, here's one of the things. So, for the people that's locked in, and we thank you all very much. We had very good reception so far for our first night. That unfortunately we didn't really put it out there, but very good reception. But what we want is that you guys either inbox Reyes or inbox myself or Avi Tunes or Weeting Radio. Tell us like 3 songs that you would like us to go through, right? Give us your take on songs that you would like us to break down and to have a discussion about. So for next week when we come out here, that we'll be able to do what we're setting out to do, right? That we want to break down a song. Maybe we might do 1 song, maybe we might do 2 songs, but inbox us about that. We'll compile it all together And once we compile that, and we'll go ahead and choose our songs, and then later on, we'll start doing like different pollings and things of songs that we're hearing from people in order for us to break down. The thing is,
Imran,
us
Apache,
that
before you go, Apache Warrior, yeah, no, Imran, I do respect your decision, brother. I truly, in my post, in my comment to you, I truly respect your decision. But allow me to be raw and tell you, it was not a wise decision. However, you did say that for your, if I know the reason, you will respect. I respect your decision, but allow me to disagree with you at the end of the day.
Satish Prasad says, Riaz, I would quarantine at Marriott in Guyana. We're gonna party there. You understand?
I think Satish were being sleeping hotel and not Marriott.
Telling you. But the thing is, as myself and
Do you
Reyes
know,
and
Alan? Do you
sorry,
know where Alan? Do you know where Roshan stays when he comes to Guyana?
I thought he stays in Pegasus, but I don't know where he stays.
Ah,
Hey,
Roshan
hey,
stay
hey.
at the party spot. I say no more.
That's it.
Oh,
Done right
okay.
there.
I'm sorry.
right.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
At the party spot.
Hey, Alan, real quick, go
Yes.
back to what you said. So for the song, can we do two? Let
Yeah,
everyone
we could do
pick,
two.
pick
Let's put it
one.
in.
Pick one song that you think is the best, and one song that you think is the worst.
Very
Let's
good.
do two.
Right. Now,
So
you
we
see,
have a pro
here's
and
what,
con.
ladies and gentlemen, tonight, right, we did not want to choose a song because three of us are we're on three major platforms, all right, let's be real. And the thing is, we didn't want any artists think that we were coming at them or anything like that. If suggestions are made to us, then we can be open-minded in regards to our our opinions and our perspective on the song, be it lyrics, quality, production, all those things. So that's why we did not choose a song, and we want you as the people out there to do this. That way, it cannot be said, boy, Alan hates Guyanese, or Riaz hates Trinidadians, or, Roshan only loves Terry Godraj. Nothing like that. We don't want anything like that. This is totally, there's no biasness whatsoever. It is in
But you,
regards to the elevation of this musical industry.
Uncle
That is
Joe,
our
Uncle
focus.
Joe, come to Guyana. You'll be at the party spot. All right, guys. Here, what happened?
Yes, and I know
Man,
Riaz gonna have to run soon.
if I gotta run because I get in free food from some Canadians that actually come into
Oh.
Guyana, and yeah, I gotta make the food get cold. That was the phone call that I just me to clarify my order that what I want to eat. So I'm gonna enjoy this little free food from these Canada people that come into Guyana here all together. But if
Uh,
anybody in Queens want to buy me food, right, I could give you all the list of my restaurant choices. Yeah, I want to give you all the list.
No,
Um,
no, 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 no.
well, let
no,
me give
no.
you.
Hey, I'm gonna see you in a couple of weeks, buddy. We're gonna be
Here
there.
they say, let me give you all my list. I would like Sona in Manhattan, Blend on the Waters. Can I go on or that's okay? I could keep going?
Buddy,
Yeah, Imran is gonna take you for dinner to one of them spots so he could discuss why he's not MCing no more.
I want Lakshmi. I would like Lakshmi to take me, take my top 3 spots as well, right? I don't know the name of this place. I think it's in Brooklyn. Mamba Wamba, Mamba Jamba, Mamba Wamba. Yeah, some one of them thing like that. Blends on the water and Sona. Listen, if anybody would like to take me there, I'll be in New York soon. Y'all could link me up and take me there. But right now, I'm going to eat this free fruit by these Canadians. But guys, that is what Raw is about. I hope we break it down a little bit. I know Imran is a little bit edgy on me right now, but Imran, I respect and love you as my brother. Think about putting the gloves on back, brother. Think about putting the gloves on back. Despite I don't
well,
know.
he didn't. Did he officially take it out?
Well, according to a post, a pre-post and a current post, he was saying this about 4 years ago, and
Yes.
we convinced him to stay.
That's like
Well, my
that,
brother
hey,
should.
that's like the Raja retiring.
Well, D-Raj has been retiring for about
30 years.
30. Well, okay.
Oh,
I
I
don't want to
thought-
get the
I was gonna
relationship
say
with Fest
5,
and
10,
D-Raj
but-
is a whole different story. But big up to my boy DJ Fest. DJ Fest said that out D-Raj was retiring since he started dancing. This is his words. But but I can recall D-Raj retiring about 8 years at least. But D-Raj, don't retire, brother. Shake up your kunkalungs, brother. Yes.
I want to
gone,
give. I
guys.
want to give.
I
A big,
gone.
I want to give a big shout out to Richard. Richard said, "Give the guys them my regards." Richard Ramnarain, and I just saw him, and
Who's that? Raymond
Alan.
Ramnarain, brother.
Yeah.
Raymond.
Yeah,
Big ups
Raymond
to
brother.
Raymond.
Yeah.
Enjoy. I'll see you, Ray. I'll see you, Ray, very soon.
I'm gonna see
Uh,
Ray and them this weekend. We're in
nice,
Fort
nice.
Lauderdale. Ray's in Fort Lauderdale this weekend. W. Ray on the 21st is in New York.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So
what do
you
you
can have a
call
good
it?
time.
Yeah, Fort
Reckless in
Lauderdale.
Reckless in Connecticut with
Yeah,
Bungie.
on the
Oh
20th. We're
yes,
there.
Jerk
Crazy.
We're
Yeah.
there.
Fest. We got
We're
Jerk Fest
there.
this weekend in Connecticut.
All
So
right. So
we're gonna be
enjoy.
there
Terry G there.
representing.
Good, good, good.
And Richard said he would love to come on the platform. So guys,
Awesome.
Awesome.
look
Awesome.
forward to some of the critiques. And next week we're gonna be talking about
Apache Warrior.
Think he went to 20 of the
20.
Ranch retirement parties.
Yo,
Anyway, guys, I gotta go because the free food from Canada getting cold. So,
all right, Ray.
guys,
But
that's what Raw is
before you
about.
go, Ray, HD says best song Vakati sing, Never Gonna Leave. And then my boy said that Shabir
that
says
was
if we
song.
pick a worse song, that's opening a can of worms. We ain't afraid.
no.
Shabir.
We want both, one of each.
We not afraid. We not afraid. We
I
not
see
afraid.
Lakshmi. I see Lakshmi tag something there, but big Bamzi Lakshmi. Big up to Lakshmi with your big Bamzi today. Take a big up.
Yes.
You-
No,
Yeah,
listen,
I
guys.
don't, I'm not seeing the song. Though.
We want everyone to understand this. You are entitled to your opinion. If you don't like
yeah.
a song, you don't like a song. That's your opinion.
Exactly.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And we're gonna talk about that. So
We'll
of
talk
course, I know Riaz got to go, but next week,
Yeah.
look
You know.
forward. We're gonna be talking about
Mr. Dunia
singers.
says he loves the idea. All right,
We're
guys,
gonna
have a good
talk
night.
about the songs. We're gonna talk
Thank
about
you.
singing. Riaz, peace out. Last word from you.
Out.
You see
Ray, I hope you
Have
got the
a
ice
good
cream
night.
tonight.
Boy, the two girls that messaged me, I hope they buy ice cream for me. But y'all remember the three spots in Queens, in New York, eh? Mama Wamba.
Mama Joanna. Somebody put Mama
Aye.
Joanna.
Yes,
That is
and
fun,
Shamiz
wicked.
DJ Sean
Mama
fiance
Shwana,
says she want go
I
sauna.
see she wanna go Sona. Sona
Yeah.
owned by Priyanka Chopra and Blends on the Water. My top three place. Who taking
Lad.
me? Y'all can inbox me, let me know. The first body to inbox me, going with y'all. Again, guys.
Chicken
Take
lamb
care.
over rice, 124. That's what I'm taking you.
Nah, that could be the 2 o'clock in the morning food.
Right. All
All right.
Hey, listen,
Hey.
August 18th, all three of us are going to be in New York together. So we're
Yes.
doing this live
Yes.
from by Roshan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, I guess somebody taking me to Sona. Lovely. All right.
All right.
Satan, look at that. What
Big up.
the jail is
Hey.
this boy?
Hey, I'm going to Sona and Mamo Jump. Yo,
Mama
I guess somebody
Joanna,
taking
Mama
me to
Joanna.
all three places. Yo, I gotta go and solicit this person right now. Take care, guys. That's it for all.
Just make sure your Uber driver in check.
I'm out, guys. Take care.
All right. Later. All right. So Alan, of course,
right.
next week.
next
Today
week.
is just the pre-launch, and of course, next week we're gonna get into down.
We're gonna get into
down
it.
to the details, and we're gonna talk about singers, good singers, bad
And
singers, songs, good and bad. We're gonna be covering it all right here, and it's gonna be coming raw.
You all make sure, please inbox us. Send us the songs. Send us the songs and them. Good songs, bad songs, just send it to us and we're going to go from there.
Yeah. So, Alan, on the poll that was put up today, should people have vaccine cards or vaccine card plus the rapid test? We got 52% says vaccine card, 48% says they need to have both.
All right, well, look at that. And I do know New York has an app that you don't have to physically walk with your vaccine card, that your data, your information is in the app. So
Yes.
everyone has a smartphone now. We can find, for next week, I'll find out the information and be able to get you guys what that is. But you can definitely utilize that for those that don't want to walk around your vaccine card because you can't lose the thing.
And that's right. All right, folks. So please drop in a comment. Drop on the, you'll see an event page, Weeting Radio page, iTunes page. Send it to us so we can have it all together for the next program, next Wednesday. Send us your best pick song and your worst pick song.
All right. Ro, we know your favorite song is the Terry Garage song.
You know, Alan, to be honest, you know, my favorite song is the Evergreen song. I
Good song.
don't like
done by
any of the
Angels.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the evergreen songs, like I mean the old
Oh, yeah,
Basanti and you know, even from Daksh Prem Ki, you know, I can go back a little bit more, but Bazigar, you know, things like that. But the newer ones, A lot needs to be done on them, brother.
I'm telling you. But hey, large up our sister Lakshmi Singh. I love you, Lach. Lakshmi said that she sent me the picture. It's called NYS Excelsior, EXCELSIOR.
Excelsior.
Yeah, Excelsior. That's the name of it. Pass, and I think wallet is what it's called, because NYS Excelsior Pass wallet. That's what it is for you to that mobile app for your vaccination card. And one of the good things that's in it, it doesn't actually put out your information there. There's one of those like a QR scanning kind of thing is what's there. So your information still is kept confidential.
Okay, very good. So, folks, we're going to be sharing more of that right here on the program next week. We'll be here on Wednesday again, same time, same place. Alan, last
Sitaram,
word
my
for me?
brother. Sitaram, salaam alaikum. Blessings to each and every one of you. Have a safe evening. Be safe out there. If you're not vaccinated, do the things that's necessary. Sanitize, wear your mask, gloves, those types of things. And even if you are vaccinated, still wear your mask. Be safe for yourself and for the person next to you. Good night.
All right. Good night, folks.